I would be remiss not to recognize the significant role that the People's Republic of China has assumed in this regard. As a key proponent of the multilateral trading system, China has been a voice of reason and moderation throughout this crisis, calling for countries to ensure that emergency measures introduced to mitigate the risks associated with the pandemic did not disproportionately affect trade and investment flows. And indeed, China's vocal views that we should not use COVID-19 as an excuse for insularity and inward-looking policies resonated strongly with Malaysia. Truly, as a developing country with strong global linkages, Malaysia is a firm believer of free, fair, and open trade and investment. As a Prime Minister, I wish to take this opportunity to offer my ardent assurance that Malaysia was, is, and will always be a country that is pro-business, pro-trade, and pro-investment. My government will continue to cultivate an ecosystem that enables businesses to thrive and makes Malaysia an attractive investment destination. We will also pursue policies that ensure favourable market conditions for Malaysian exports. Governments around the world have also placed a special emphasis on the continued sustenance of micro, small, and medium enterprises, as well as the survival of budding entrepreneurs in framing the response to the COVID-19 crisis. In Malaysia, micro, small, and medium enterprises account for close to 98% of all registered business entities. And with GDP contribution of approximately 40%, micro, small, and medium enterprises are also responsible for the employment of more than 60% of our workforce. It is therefore pertinent that the government employs everything within our means to ensure the survival of micro, small, and medium enterprises through this unprecedented crisis. In April this year, my government announced an additional stimulus package that served to complement the earlier packages totaling 250 billion ringgit. And this supplementary package, valued at 10 billion ringgit, intensified its focus on mitigating the impact of COVID-19 on micro, small, and medium enterprises through a multitude of customized measures and incentives, including an enhanced wage subsidy program, financial assistance through grants and microcredit schemes, as well as conditional tax deduction. In addition, the recently announced Budget 2021 has also allocated an additional 1.2 billion in microcredit financing to be made available to a number of predetermined financial institutions. This amount is inclusive of the 110 million ringgit under the Central Bank's Micro Enterprises Facility, which seeks to encourage entrepreneurship activities among gig workers and those who are self-employed. I cannot overstress the fact that COVID-19 has fundamentally altered the way we live, the way we work and interact. As I had mentioned in the beginning, there is a new norm in this post-COVID world, one that we require some acclimatizing to. And it goes beyond wearing masks or washing our hands and maintaining social distancing. The nature of our economic activities, the way in which businesses operate, and the conduct of our day-to-day lives are changing. Today, enterprises of all sizes and sectors sell their goods and services through e-marketplaces. We're also witnessing a flurry of activities in the e-banking system, the e-wallets, and end-to-end logistics services. Indeed, these are all reflective of the sweeping changes within the very DNA of our businesses. Their core models and traditional formats are steadily evolving, and government must respond to these changes adequately, appropriately, and astutely. With that, allow me to conclude my address by wishing everyone a productive and fruitful summit ahead. As we are now nearing the end of the year, I also take this opportunity to wish one and all Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I thank you.